All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. I can't see you all, but if you want to turn your videos on so I can see you, that'd be helpful. I just gotta look and see who's on so I can check you in. All right, but let's go ahead and start. Come on, everyone come onto your mat, come onto child's pose. And I'm gonna mute everybody, so it'll cut out some background noise, but I'll unmute you at the end so we can all say goodbye to each other. Stretch out on your mat, bring your hands forward. And just like you're in class, bring your Ujjayi breath into your practice. So breathing in and out of your nose. Constrict your throat, let your breath be loud. If someone's at home with you, make them wonder what you're doing. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up. Create an upside down V with your body. Bring your gaze between your toes and then move if you need movement. If you need to move, bend your knees, sway your hips, shake your head, all that stuff just to kind of settle onto your mat. Come on into your mat. Leave what you need behind. And lift your right foot up. Just push your heel to the back of your room. And then bend your knees, stack your hips, three-legged dog, press over, stretch out. Place your foot down, switch your feet, lift your left foot up, bend your knees, stack your hips. And step your left foot to your left hand, step your right foot to your right hand, ragdoll. Come to the front of your mat. I just realized I still have my hat on. Just let your head hang. Lift all your toes up, spread them out, put them down one by one. Feel your feet press down into your mat. Release your bind, walk your feet together. Tadasana, stand up, reach up, squeeze your outer shins in. And from your outer shins, squeezing in, lift up through your legs, lift up to your belly, pull your belly in and up. And draw your shoulder blades into your spine, open your chest up, press your chest forward. Take a breath, and exhale your hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Bring your hands to prayer. Bring your gaze to your fingers. Let's start with one Om. Tadasana. Bow forward. Rise up halfway. Flatten out here. Press your hips back, your head forward, and let your gaze just be right in front of your toes. So your back is long, your neck is long. High plank, plant your hands, walk your feet back. Stack your heels over your toes, stack your shoulders over your wrists. And then tighten up, squeeze in from your skin to your muscles to your bones. Move to low plank, bend your elbows, hover on the earth, or bring your knees down. Either way works. Take a breath, stay for the exhale. Upward facing dog, press your chest through your arms, pull your shoulder blades back. Press the top of your feet into your mat, take a deep breath. Downward facing dog, go back. Fill your lungs, empty out. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway, fold forward, Tadasana. bow forward, halfway lift, high plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Step or hop forward. Rise up halfway, fold forward, Tadasana. Stretch back, cactus your arms, press your chest forward, go back, bow forward, halfway lift, high plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Rise up halfway, bow forward, Utkatasana, bend your knees. Pull your knees back, press your hips down. The four corners of both of your feet, press them down. And then let your hips get a little lower to your mat. Take a deep breath. Bow forward. Halfway lift, Chaturanga, high to low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, step your right foot to the front of your mat. So right foot's on 12, back foot faces the left corner of your front of your mat. Pull your hips square to the front of your mat. Reach your hands up and look up. Everyone take a breath in together. As you exhale, Chaturanga, low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, step your left foot forward. Press your feet down, lift your hands up, pull the sides of your body up, like really lengthen out here. As you lower your hips, see if you can get your thigh parallel to your mat, shin parallel to the front of the room or whatever you're facing. Draw a breath in. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step, hop, or float, front of your mat. Rise up halfway, fold forward. Come up, Utkatasana. So good, all right, get low. And then come up, Ardha Utkatasana, just bend forward. Let your chest rest on your thighs, reach your hands forward. Pull your arms up by your ears, biceps by your ears. Pull the pit of your belly towards your spine, take a breath. Bow forward, halfway lift, Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, step your right foot forward. Root down, rise up, then open up. Warrior two, open your arms. Bring your gaze to your front middle finger and then pull your shoulder blades into your spine. Press them into your body. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior one, left foot steps. Both feet press down, reach up, get long. And then open up, warrior two. Bring your left hand forward. Line your arms in line with one another. Squeeze your shoulder blades into your spine. Move your arm bones back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step, hop, or float. Rise up halfway, fold forward, come up Utkatasana. And then I don't know what this is really called, but I just call it, we go skiing. So reach your arms back, lift your heels off your mat like you're skiing downhill. Squeeze in here, squeeze your legs in, pull your belly in, draw your shoulder blades in, take a deep breath in. Utkatasana. Bow forward, halfway lift, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to warrior one. Move to warrior two. Reverse your warrior, flip your palm, reach backwards, lift up through your side body so you can lift up and out of your body. Stretch back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side warrior one. Warrior two, open up. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior, reach back. Press your knee forward, reach your fingers back, follow your hand with your gaze, take a deep breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Fill your lungs, get empty. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Three-legged dog, lift your right foot up. Bend your knees, stack your hips, just like the beginning of class. Start to stretch open. So you want to pull your hips right on top of one another. And then pull your toes towards your knees. Start to press over. From here, you stay right here, you flip your dog. If you flip, you put your foot down, lift your hips up. Three-legged dogs, lift your knee, press your heel down. Everybody, pull into your core, center of your body. Take a deep breath. High plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, walk your feet together, lift your left foot up. Integrate here, squeeze in, bend your knees, stack your hips, press over. Stay or flip. Flip dogs, point your feet on 12. Everybody lift up. Lift up your knee if you're in three-legged dog. Press your heels down, everybody. Center of your heels, press down. Lift your body, lift your gaze, take a deep breath. High plank. Side plank. Plant your right hand, stack your heels to the right, lift your left hand up. Good, yes, I see everybody reaching up, everyone that's got their camera on anyway. So bring your gaze up, look up at your thumb, open your eyes, start to wake up your body here. Lift your top foot, if that's available. You can bend it and grab your foot. You can put your foot on tree. Lots of options as you grow. You find what you need here to grow. So remove whatever's blocking you and just go for it. Whether it turns out the way you think it should or not, it's perfect. Breathe in. Breathe out, high plank, side plank left. Plant your left hand down, stack your heels to the left, reach your right hand towards the ceiling. Lift your gaze up. Find what you need to find your fullest expression, like really pull into your core, notice what stops you, and then move through that, just push through it. If it's fear, you just gotta walk through it. If it's your head, you just got to let go of what your thoughts are and say, I'm going for it. Lift up, look up, draw in, express out. High plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Crescent lunge. Step your left foot or your right foot forward. Right foot comes to the front of your mat. Left foot, pull your heel over your toes in the back, or lower your knee down. Find where you find the greatest stability here. Reach your hands towards the ceiling. Good, pull the sides of your body up. Draw your hands to your heart. Twist to the right, hook your elbow to your thigh. Or you can take an open twist, just stay up, open your arms, look back. Wherever you are, everybody, look over your top shoulder or your back shoulder, wherever you are in space. Take a deep breath. Let it all go. Fill your lungs up, press your heel back, open your arms up. Open up, get big here. Huge, huge pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Stretch your arms, pull into your core, open your chest. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Bring your elbow to your thigh or bring your fingertips to your mat or your block. Lift your gaze to your top hand as it reaches up. All right, options here. Stay where you are. Stay where you are and breathe, Ujjayi breath. Reach your top hand forward and take a bind. Half bind, reach your hand behind your back. Full bind, reach your hand behind your back. Reach your bottom hand under your leg and grab your fingers. Everybody, wherever you are, take a breath. Exhale, twist. Push your bottom shoulder forward. Move your top shoulder back. Good. Take another breath. Ground the four corners of your feet. Exhale, twist. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Crescent lunge. Left foot steps. All right. Heel over toes in the back or knee to your mat. Hands up. Pull your shoulder blades straight back. Draw your hands to your heart. Twist to the left. Lift your gaze. Lift your gaze. Ground your feet. Ground your feet. So good. I see you. Everyone's moving and twisting. Open your arms if that's available to you. Just pull your arms apart. Let your pose get big right now. Take a deep breath. Push your bottom shoulder forward. Move your top shoulder back. Come up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Bring your elbow down or your fingertips down. Lift your gaze to your top hand, wherever it is in space. And we'll take 4 breaths. So you choose, like, how do you want to move? You stay where you are. That's the pose. Choose your bind. Yep, good. Choose your reach. Take another breath. Press your bottom shoulder forward. Move your top shoulder back. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step or hop forward. Rise up halfway. Fold forward. Utkatasana. Prayer twist. Bring your hands to your heart. Press your hips towards your mat. Twist right. Hook your elbow to your thigh. Beautiful. All right. Pull your knees in line with one another. So I can't see everybody's knees, but just take a glance down at your knees. If they're not parallel, square your hips. And draw a deep breath in. As you exhale, open your arms. Pull your hands apart. Yep, reach your bottom hand down. Reach your top hand up. Lift your gaze up. Beginning to twist the insides of your body, like wringing out your guts. See what happens. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Take another breath. Utkatasana. Prayer twist. Left side. Pull back. Draw in. Start to express out. Lift your gaze. Lower your hips. Open your arms. Twisting out the other side. Wringing your innards like a washcloth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Take another breath. Exhale, twist. Ragdoll. Fingers to toes forward fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. So wrists face in, elbows splay out. Soften your joints, soften your knees, soften your neck, soften your gaze. Take a breath in, rise up halfway. Bow forward. Rise halfway. Bow forward. Gorilla. Take your hands, put them under your feet. Walk your toes to your wrists. Recreate softness. Soften your joints. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Rise up halfway. Bow. Rise halfway. Bow down. Rise halfway. Bow forward. Release your hands from your feet. Come into crow. Put your hands down, bend your elbows. Put your knees on the back of your arms. So here, you could have all of your limbs on the mat, your toes and your hands. you want to go a little further, bring your gaze in front of you, start to lean forward. Maybe your toes come off your mat. Maybe 1 foot comes off your mat. 2 feet come off your mat. It could be you go right into a tripod headstand. Let's take 5 breaths just to play and see what happens. If you need child's pose, take it. It's your practice, right? You're at home. Breathe in, breathe out. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Great work, everybody. Take a deep breath in. Let a big breath out. I saw Mary go upside down. All right. Take another breath. As you exhale, step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Come up Utkatasana. Utkatasana to eagle. Wrap your right leg over your left. Wrap your right arm under your left. So wrap your leg tight, wrap your arms tight, like squeeze, squeeze, squeeze really tight, and then just back off. Let a little bit of that pressure go. Notice that you find, or I always find, a little more ease with that. I still have my bind, but I'm able to breathe without having to pull so tight, squeeze my jaw so tight. Lock your gaze on something stationary. Just bring Ujjayi breath in and out of your body. And see what you see. I said this in class, I think, I don't know, Monday morning. I practiced at home and I got down on the floor and I was, see what I see. I saw $5 under my dresser. I was pretty excited. So you might find something you haven't noticed while you're standing still in your house. Switch sides. Eagle left. Wrap your left leg over. Wrap your left arm under. Create the softness. Find your gaze. Tap into your breath. Tadasana. Put your feet down, reach your hands up. Standing leg raise, lift your left knee up, put your hand on your knee or grab your toes. Everybody pull your toes towards your knee. Good, knit your front rib cage together, expand your back. And then open your pose, bring your knee to the right, bring your left hand to the left. Lastly, bring your gaze to your left thumb. Spark your fingers out. Come back to the center of your mat. Keep your knee up or your foot up, reach your hands up. Airplane. Press your heel back, reach your fingers back. Soften your standing leg, feel your muscles squeeze into your leg. And then lift your heel. Yep, lift your hands. Take a deep breath. Half moon, draw your hands to your heart. Reach your left hand down, your right hand up. Pull your hips on top of one another. So in class, if you have a block, you can grab a block. I have a block at home, but sometimes I practice, I just use my water bottle. So that's a prop you could use. It may be fun just to play without a block and see what happens. Sometimes we use things and when you don't have what you need, you make do with what you've got and it works out really good. So take a deep breath. Come to ragdoll. Let go. Press your head down. Release your bind. Walk your feet together. Rise up to Dasana. Standing leg raise, left knee up or left toes. Place your hand on your knee, press down, press your knee into your hand. Open your pose, bring your knee to the left, bring your right hand to the right, turn your gaze to your right thumb. And then notice your toes. Are they flexed up? Flex them up. Squeeze from your skin to your muscles to your bones here. Really activate your body. Be in the pose. Come back to the center. Airplane, press your heel back. Reach your fingers back. So everybody, press the center of your heel back. Pull your toes towards your knees, spark your fingers back, and then lift up. See, how do you soar on this airplane, on this side? Draw your hands to your heart. Half moon, reach your right hand down, your left hand up. Hip stack. If you come out, you come back. Gaze goes up. Ragdoll. Ragdoll, bring your feet down, grab your elbows. Take a deep breath. Empty it all out. Release your bind. Toe your heel, your feet together. Tadasana. Tree. Bring your hands to your heart, a prayer. Put your right foot into your left leg. So put your right foot on the meaty part of your leg, so either your calf or your thigh, or create a kickstand. You can just put it by your ankle. Find something to gaze at, your drishti, set your drishti. Tap into your ujjayi breath. And then grow your tree. Reach your hands out, up, down, bow forward, go backwards. 3 breaths. Yep, and you come out, you come back. That's the best part of yoga. Tadasana, put your foot down, reach your hands up. Take a breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. Make your tree. Other foot, other leg. Press in. Create that balanced pressure of foot pressing in, leg pressing in, palms pressing in. Find your gaze. Tap into your breath if you lost it. Let your tree grow. I think the one thing I miss most about everyone not being here is not being able to hear you breathe. Tadasana, put your feet down, reach up, look up, go back, bow forward, halfway lift, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Warrior 1, step your right foot forward. Warrior 2, set up for pyramid, straighten your front leg, reach to the outside of your front foot. Lift your gaze up. Press your feet down. Stack your hips, pull your bottom hip forward, press your top hip back. Stack your shoulders, press your bottom shoulder forward, move your top shoulder back. Fill your lungs up, twist your body open. Come up to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Point your feet to the left side of your mat. Did I say that right? I think I'm backwards on here. Point your feet the way your back foot was facing, sorry. Side facing wide-legged forward fold. Reach up, bow forward. Let your head drop down towards your mat. Pull your hips right on top of your heels. So you play with your balance here. Move back and forth on your feet. Find the 4 corners of your feet, ground them down. If you want to go upside down with tripod, go for it. If you have straddle, rise halfway. Bow forward. Rise halfway. Bow forward. I can't see everybody, so if you're in tripod, come down to your mat, come to straddle. Place your hands on your hips. Slowly rise up. Point your feet forward. Pyramid, walk your back foot in halfway. Yep, walk your back foot up. Interlace your hands behind your back. Bow over your front leg. Now, notice your feet. Get grounded on this pose. Press your feet down. Notice if your heel's coming off your mat, maybe walk it closer, bend your knee. Take what you need so that your feet are firm on your mat and rise halfway. Bow forward. Good, rise up, get long. Exhale, bow. Rise up, release your bind. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, left foot. Warrior two. Triangle, straighten your leg, reach to the outside of your front foot. Beautiful, everyone look up. Create this pose from your feet up, press your feet down, squeeze your shins in. Stack your hips, draw your belly in. Stack your shoulders, pull your arm bones back. Take a deep breath. Twist your body open, look to your top hand, follow it, go back as it goes back. Warrior two. Side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Straighten your front leg. Point your feet to the right. Lift your hands to the sky or the ceiling. Bow over, bow forward. Bow down. Bow sideways, so you're gonna point both of your feet to the side of your mat and then just come into a straddle and fold. Halfway lift, fold forward. Halfway lift, fold forward. Halfway lift, fold forward. Place your hands on your hips. Slowly rise up. Set up for pyramid, point your feet forward, walk your back foot in halfway, interlace your hands behind your back, and take a bow over your front leg. Gaze at your back knee. Halfway lift, fold, halfway lift, fold, halfway lift, release your bind, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. High plank. Come to your mat, just lower down slowly, turn your head to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side. And then bring your head to center. Locust. Lift your chest. Lift your arms, lift your feet, lift everything off your mat except your pelvis. Press your pelvis down. Now, spark your fingers back, pull your toes towards your knees. Take a deep breath. Lower to your mat, rock your hips side to side. Locust number two, lift up. Lift up, squeeze in from your skin to your muscles, to your bones, and then stay for a breath in. Stay for an exhale out. Fill your lungs up, lift up, come down. Rock your hips. Bow, bend your legs, grab your ankles, grab your shins. Press your shins back, flex your toes towards your knees. Press your shins back, lift your chest off your mat. Lift your ribs off your mat. So good. Create this back bend. Lift your thighs off your mat. Squeeze in as tight as you can from your skin to your muscles, to your bones, and then express out from here. Really press back. Take a breath. Come down. Rock your legs side to side. All right, set up for bridge. Just flip over on your mat. You lay down. Walk your heels towards your body. Reach your fingers for your heels. When they meet, that's where you should be with your feet. Ground your feet down. Lift your hips up. Once your hips are up, walk your shoulders under your body. Create a shelf. Draw your thoracic spine in. Move your upper arm bones into your mat so you can lift up. 5 more inches. Ground down, lift up. Lower your hips. Rock your knees. Wheel. Come into wheel. Bring your hands by your ears. Keep your legs bent. Straighten your arms. So option to take a bridge. If you want to take a bridge, you've got bridge. You can do that. If you've got wheel, you've got wheel. Just lift up. Take a breath and come down. Rock your knees side to side. And then go again. Wherever you are, lift up. Bridge or wheel. And then extra challenge. If you've got bridge or wheel, lift your right foot up. Flex your toes towards your face. Press your heel towards the ceiling. So good. I can see some legs up. Some of you, I can't see anything but your room. Come down. Rock your knees side to side. Take a deep breath. Come back up. Bridge or wheel. Bridge or wheel. Whatever you choose. It's up to you. Yogi's choice. Yep. Lift your left foot up. Lift your left foot up. Pull your toes towards your face. Press your heel up. Take a breath in. Lower down. Rock your knees side to side. 3 more wheels. So you choose, where do you want to go? Come into wheel, stay in wheel for the count. You can come up, you can come down, you could take your bridge, you could take a bridge and a wheel, or 2 bridges and a wheel, or 3 bridges. You choose. Come up, come down. Rock side to side. Take a breath. Ground down, lift up. Bridge or wheel. Bridge or wheel. 1 breath. Come down. Rock side to side. I think this is number 6. Come on up. Come on up. Wherever you are, draw in. Create your fullest expression out. Lay down on your mat. Supta Baddha Konasana. Press your feet together. Pull your toes apart. Put 1 hand on your heart, 1 hand on your belly. Just recenter here. Recenter. Check in with your breath. Happy baby. Raise your feet up. Grab your feet, pull them down. Press your sacrum into your mat. Rock side to side. All right, let go of your feet. Put your feet up towards the ceiling. Pull your toes down towards your knees. Place your hands by your ears, elbows out. We'll come into scissor legs. So lower your right foot to a hover. All right, just to a hover. Flex your toes. Now, tuck your chin to your chest. Start to pulse up with your chest towards your left leg. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both feet up. Both feet up. Pulse up 10 times. Pull your belly towards your mat. Move the top of your body. Pulse up 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left foot to a hover. Pulse towards your right leg. Go up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both feet to a hover. Feet to a hover. Pulse up 10 times. Lower your feet to a hover. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay down. Stretch your arms over your head, point your toes. Take a deep breath in, empty everything out. Let's take boat. Grab your, pull your knees into your chest, rock and roll. Come into your boat. So boat, you're on your sits bone, your feet are up, your hands are out, your chest is lifted. And from here, you want to express out by spread your toes and your fingers, but at the same time, you got to squeeze to your core. So pull your shins in, draw your belly in, squeeze your shoulder blades into your spine, press them into your body. We'll take 5 breaths. If you know me, you know I don't like this pose, but I always try and do it with you. So 2 breaths, 3 breaths, 4 breaths, 5 breaths. Lay down. Good work. Stretch again. Pull your hands over your head, point your toes. Draw your knees to your chest, rock and roll, meet in down dog. And I can't see everybody, so we're just gonna do Yogi's Choice. The 3 of you that I can see, how do you feel about a little frog? Give me a thumbs up. I think I got 3 thumbs up. I don't know what everyone that I can't see said, but those of you I can see, that's what we're gonna do. So just come onto your mat. You can turn your head to whatever side of the room works for you. You can create some comfort in your mat by rolling your mat up. Put your knees on the top of your mat. Let your ankles be on the bottom of your mat. Your hips are gonna open here. That's what we're doing, opening up. So you wanna have your knees straight up from your hips, and then you wanna stack your ankles right under your knees. Pull your toes towards your knees. And once you kind of get down there, start to walk your hands forward. And settle in here. This may be uncomfortable. But what's blocking you? If you notice something that's blocking you, what can you remove mentally, physically, to let you just experience the opening in your hips? I'm going to invite everyone to take a deep breath. As you exhale, press your hips back, start to work your edge, see what happens. So it may not be comfortable, but it should not be painful. If it's painful, back off. Ujjayi breath is essential here. Bring Ujjayi into your practice. And as you find your edge, you notice maybe it gets a little easier, and then find your edge again. And I know for me, just not being able to do what I normally do right now with all that's going on in the world, I seem to hold on to a lot of fear. And then I'll go out of fear, I'll go into, okay, well, I have what I need. And then I'll go back into, well, what if I'm not working? What's going to happen next week? I have to come back into my breath. So I'm going to invite everyone, come to your breath. Know that right now on your mat, you have what you need. All you need right now is breath and your intention. Don't worry about what happened before, after this. 5 breaths. Everyone, deep breath. Let out a sigh. If someone's in your house, make them wonder what you're doing while you're sighing. Come onto your belly. Come onto your belly first, and then straighten your legs behind you. Just stay here for a couple breaths. Just let your body experience the space, the release, coming out of frog. Sometimes the best part of it. And then as you're ready, make your way onto your mat. We'll take seated forward fold. So just come onto your seat, stretch your legs in front of you. Reach your hands up, bell over your legs, grab for your feet. If you need to bend your legs, do it. You want to have a flat back here. This is release of your low back after all that intense stretch, ab work. Rise up halfway, bow forward. Rise up halfway, bow forward. Come up. Take fish. Lay back. If you have a block, you put it between your shoulders. If not, just come onto your forearms. Lay back, point your toes forward or take Supta Baddha feet. Let your gaze be the last thing to go back. Just drop your head back, bring your gaze behind you. Take a couple breaths, press your chest up. And then come off your forearms. Set up for an inversion. So, waterfall, block on your hips, feet on the wall. Feet on the wall is great at home. Shoulder stand, lift your feet up, support your low back. Headstand, if you have a lot of energy left, take headstand. This is just your time to start to rejuvenate, reap the benefits of your practice so far. Let the blood flow reverse, starting to get still, drawing in. If anyone I can't see is in shoulder stand, come into plow, drop your feet over your head. From plow, come to deaf man. From deaf man, come back to plow. And then everyone, just one vertebrae at a time, start to lower towards your mat. Pull your belly in as you lower down. And just lay down flat on your back. Draw your right leg, bend your knee, draw your knee to your chest. Good, now pull your right knee to the left, open your arms to a T, bring your gaze to the right. Soften your joints here. Let your pose get really soft. Yeah, and I can see Danielle's got her top leg straight. If you would like to stretch your IT band, that's a great option. Bring your legs straight. Take a couple breaths. And then come back into the center. Switch your legs, hug your other knee in. Push it over to the other side of your body. Bring your gaze opposite. Your shoulder blades press into your mat. No matter how high or low your knee is, press your shoulder blades down. Good, and then if and when you're ready, you straighten your top leg, stretch out your IT band. Come back to center. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Let a huge breath out. Take Shavasana, spread out. Close your eyes. Bring your breath back to normal. Gently wake up your body. Move your toes, move your fingers, reach your hands over your head. Take a full body stretch. And then roll to your side. Come to seated. Draw your hands to your chest in prayer. One Om. Om. Press your thumbs to your forehead. And we bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you all. I'm going to unmute really quick. Okay. I think you're unmuted. Thank you for coming. Thank you for practicing like this. It's always an adventure. I'm sorry we couldn't start like right on time because technical difficulties, but we did it through there. It was good to have you all here, and I hope to see you soon. I'll teach again in the morning at 6 if anyone's an early riser. I think Leah's teaching at 9:15, or maybe Chelsea. So there's lots of classes and times to choose from. So as you move through the day and you need a little yoga, check us out. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.